So I want to understand both from Hamza and from Mona Alam, what happens next in Pakistan? The fact that the Corps Commander's house has been targeted, the fact that GHQ gate number 4 was targeted, the fact that Pakistan Army has been called dogs on leash, American dogs on leash. Will the army let this pass? People are saying there'll be another Bangladesh that is created in Pakistan. The Pakistan army is behaving the way Tikka Khan behaved in East Pakistan. Mona, to you first. PTI women were assaulted and some have shown their injuries. Male policemen assaulted and molested them is the allegation. Will this be investigated? Will this be brushed under the carpet? And is it now an open war between PTI and Pakistan army?
Well, Gaurav, I think obviously we cannot rule out the fact that government has extremely mishandled the entire situation. Had they handled it properly, all these 13 months, it wouldn't have boiled up to this level that it has now. And there's no wonder. I mean, there's been an immense crackdown on the PTI. This is similar to what I saw against the PMLN in 2018 when Nawaz Sharif was convicted. He was disqualified. He was disqualified from also holding his party chairmanship. So it's a very similar series of events, and almost everyone from the PMLN were put behind bars for one reason or the other. And it's very similar to what's being done to Imran Khan. First it was Imran Khan, and then it was followed by almost every member, every vocal member of the PTI, which included Asad Umar, Shah Mahmood, Fawad Chaudhry. The list is never ending.
If I may bring in Sushant Sareen. If Sushant Sareen, you're still with us, PMLN still came back and formed the government in Pakistan, of course, as part of PDM. But Sushant Sareen, is this endgame Imran Khan, especially after his direct attack on the Pakistan army, will they, if you go by history, like Nawaz Sharif, let him go abroad in exile and exile him? Will he be assassinated like, as some argue, or some fear in Pakistan, like Benazir Bhutto? Or will that legal course happen and like Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, he may be hanged? How do you see things pan out?
Gaurav, he could die a natural death also, can't he? So why are you ruling that?
Natural and inverted commas, Pakistan style.
Yeah, so it could be natural death. Look, if the past is any guide, then I think Imran Khan is history. He doesn't come back. If he was to come back, if for example in this current fracas which we are seeing, where there are probably a lot of things which are happening beneath the surface, and what we are seeing on the surface is very different. But if, for example, by some miracle Imran Khan comes out on top, then he is going to wreak havoc on Pakistan. It's very, very clear to me. He is going to put every single opponent of his in jail. He is going to play havoc in the army. He is going to sack the top general. He's going to do everything. We've seen his character, right? He's vacuous, but he's got low cunning. He's also very vicious, and he's very vindictive. We've seen all of that. So if he comes back, then it's Imran Khan for at least 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, until the house starts collapsing once again because the economy is in trouble, and I don't think anybody is going to jump to Pakistan's assistance. And Imran Khan doesn't have any plan to pull Pakistan out of its assistance, out of the mess they are in, until and unless, of course, he has those silly dreams that overseas Pakistanis will pump in $200 billion into Pakistan. Now, those are pipe dreams. That's not going to happen. So, one is that. But otherwise, if history is any guide, then I don't see the Pakistan army as an institution forgiving Imran Khan for all that he has done. Nawaz Sharif and his party did not do even a fraction of what Imran Khan has done to these people. He has destroyed the houses of top generals. He has attacked, the ISI headquarters in various cities. They have defiled the memorials for soldiers. They've done everything possible that an enemy of the state would do. So I think in the book of the Pakistan army, he is history. But just one clarification. I think everybody's jumping the gun on what Maryam Aurangzeb said. She's a woman who measures every word very carefully. What she said was not a threat to the judges. What she said was that if you condone the behavior of Imran Khan and his zombies, then and all the actions which they have done, then tomorrow the same kind of actions can happen against your houses. What are you going to do then? So it
Yes.
was as a way of, showing a mirror to the judges that because your mother-in-law is telling you to go one way, does not mean that you leave, take leave of your senses, and you do not see the havoc that these guys are playing on the streets of Pakistan. I think it was a very, very salutary message that she was delivering. It fell
Yes.
on deaf ears. I'm not surprised. The other thing
Yes.
is that I think the PMLN, I think Mola Alam touched upon it. The PMLN way back, if I remember correctly, it was 1997, when they stormed the Supreme Court and the judges literally had to run for their life. Again, the judges were
Yes.
playing a very activist role at that point of time. But the PMLN has never been able to live down that action. It has always been pilloried on it, and it has that particular action of theirs has always been held against them, which is why they are being very, very careful in how they take on the judiciary this time. But if the water crosses the head, then I'm afraid they're going to hit back, and they will have the army supporting them in
Gaurav,
this hit
Mona
back.
Alam wants to come in. Mona Alam, go
Sure.
ahead.
Mona, please do.
Yeah, thanks. Mr. Sareen is right. That had happened against the Court of Justice Sajjad Ali Shah when the PMLN had unleashed themselves upon the court. That's correct. But you see, nobody is vindictive here in Pakistan. They promised that they'll be once they're back in power. I mean, Nawaz Sharif had promised that once he's back in power, he's going to teach the generals a lesson. He had raised the slogan of vote ko izzat do, and of that of civilian supremacy. But now that he's back in power, I mean, he's very, very far from doing all that. Even the same general, I mean, the former army chief, General Bajwa, against whom it was Nawaz Sharif who was the first one to raise alarms and raise false flags. The same Nawaz Sharif doesn't even talk of him and doesn't even mention his name in any kind of criticism that he may do.